First and foremost, congratulations on getting your interview. You shouldn't underestimate what an achievement this is. We may have considered or seen applicants from many hundreds of people. You have the interview, you're more than capable of doing this job, but you're going to be competing against a number of other candidates. So make sure you're the person who gets this job. You stand out. There are a number of basic points that we can help you with to make sure you're prepared and avoid any obvious pitfalls. For example, make sure you turn up for the interview on time. If you look flustered or rushed, it'll only start in a negative way. Dress appropriately for the interview. If you're going to a buyout fund, we suggest a smart suit, a white shirt and a nice tie. If you're a lady, then obviously dress appropriately too. If you go to a VC or a growth fund, you may want to think about how they dress and dress appropriately. Make sure your hair looks tidy, and we strongly suggest you have an early night the night before. Remember, the fund is going to be judging you from the first minute they meet you. Give them a nice warm smile, a strong handshake, and tell them how nice it is to meet them. The fund is unlikely to remember all of the details from your CV. Yes, they will have read it in detail, but they're unlikely to remember everything. So we suggest you go in remembering all the details that are on your CV so that you can talk it through them. Should they not ask, or you not tell them something from your CV that you wish to bring up, then they won't know. We also strongly recommend that should they ask you to go through your CV, you start from school or university and work your way up to the present day in no more than 2 to 3 minutes. They can always delve into the detail should they wish. We also strongly suggest you do some basic research on the people, the strategy and the portfolio. Failure to answer any basic questions around their company will raise some concerns. Have some sensible questions to ask them during the meeting. Remember, you're in sell mode at this stage of the process, so make sure that the questions are balanced and sensible for this stage in the process. In the unlikely event that they ask you about your remuneration, we strongly suggest you give them a straightforward answer and avoid not answering the question. Otherwise, it will again raise questions. Once you leave the interview, if you could call your consultant at PER and give the feedback, that would be helpful. The client will expect you and PER to have spoken before we go back to them. You have been given a time to talk to your consultant in more detail about the role, and we strongly suggest you take that up. I'll be able to tell you more about the company, the people, and the strategy. Now, good luck. You're more than capable of getting this job, so do your research, keep a cool head, and go for it.